Sometimes the most ordinary weekends become the ones we remember most. Today we're turning a simple brunch into something a little magical, with beautiful butterfly details, easy home decor, delicious food, and a keepsake that reminds us we're never alone. Let's create a little happiness together.
Hi, and welcome to Creating Happiness with Joselene. I'm Joselene, and I'm so happy that you're spending some of your time with me today. I created this channel because I wanted to experience more happiness in my own life, and I want to help you do that too. Something I've learned about happiness is it doesn't always just magically find its way to you. Oftentimes, you have to intentionally make it happen for yourself and for the people you care about. So today, I'm going to show you how you can turn an everyday weekend brunch into something special. So, if you want to know how I made this butterfly-inspired brunch for my friends, keep watching. My favorite part of hosting, and that's doing my Tablescape. I definitely find this is where I use most of my creativity when I'm hosting, so I'm excited to show you this one in particular. I'll start first with my centerpiece, and then I'll talk you through the piece that really inspired my whole butterfly brunch theme. So let me go grab it and I'll be right back. So there's actually two things I'm really excited to share with you today with my decorating for my butterfly brunch, and these are the first two. So these are bird cages. Now I have these as part of my regular home decor, and I think it's a good example of what I always tell you. When you're buying things for entertaining or for celebrating holidays, I really want you to buy things that you can use in your regular everyday life so that you get lots of enjoyment out of them and not just limited to once or twice a year. So why I like these so much is you can put lots of different things in them. So for today, I'm just putting in some candles to do a little bit of light for my brunch. And then I just added a couple of little clip-on butterflies just to incorporate my butterfly theme more cohesively. Because it is pretty casual, I'm not going to do a whole lot more. I think these look really nice, and I'm also adding something to my table that is a little extra, so I feel like for a centerpiece we're good here. So let me start putting the place down, and then you'll get to see the rest of it. Okay, so my first layer is actually going to be a plain white placemat. I'm picking white because I am going to be using a lot of different colors, and so I wanted to start with something that was more neutral. So put these guys down. So now that my first layer is down, I'm going to show you the next layer that's a lot of fun. It's definitely different. So instead of using a charger, I'm actually going to be using a small wreath. Now, this might not be the first thing you think about when you're thinking about doing a place setting, but it's going to make my whole table look a lot more ornate just by putting something like this down. Because all we're doing today is having a brunch, there's not a lot of cutting that's involved, and so this might not be something practical for like a formal dinner, but for a brunch it'll work really well. So I'm just gonna put these ones down. Now I really like these because they're bringing in more of like a garden feel. And while they're not butterflies, butterflies like to live in gardens, so I'm told. So I think they definitely go with the theme. So now that I've got my place settings down, I've got my centerpieces, everything's looking really nice together, it's just time to start thinking about my dishware. So this is the time I want to share with you the inspiration for all of this, and it was actually a glass. So it's a glass and mug set that actually has really colorful butterflies on it. There's blue, there's pink, there's yellow, and so I really thought that I could do something really colorful with it. And I thought that it was really pretty, and so that's really what inspired this butterfly brunch theme to begin with. So I'm gonna put these down. So now that the inspiration glassware is down on the table, let's talk about plates. So when I looked at that butterfly cup, I definitely saw the pink, the yellow, but there actually was a bit of blue. Now I've already got lots of pink, and I definitely have the yellow covered with the gold. And so instead of going with more pink, I actually opted for blue. So this will be my main plate, but I didn't want to just have this one plate. I don't know about you, but when I'm eating lots of different foods, especially when they're sweet and savory, I like to have a mix of plates so that I don't have to use the same plate for everything, whether it's sweet or savory. So I've opted for my Steady Eddie here, my plain white plate that has a scalloped edge. I really like using this. I think I've actually used this in at least half of the videos I've posted already. So it tells you I get a lot of use out of it. So you can see when I put them down, they look really nice together, and it does add a little bit more interest to my whole plate setting. So I'll put that down. So let me go ahead and put the rest of them down as well. So now that I have my main plates down, I have one more plate that's a bit fun, and that's my small little butterfly dishes here. So not only are they scalloped in pink, so they're pulling in more of the colors from the cup, they actually have little baby butterflies on them. So they're kind of the perfect match with today's theme. So let me get these ones down as well. Okay, so now I have all of my dishware done. I have my plant here charger, and I also have my placemat. My centerpiece is down and it's actually looking really great. What I'll do is I'll give you a quick shot of the place setting in detail, and in that video I'll show you the flatware that I chose. I'm definitely going gold to kind of bring in the centerpiece. Okay, my table's all set. I think it looks really beautiful. It's definitely whimsical, and I think this butterfly theme is really threaded throughout all of the things that I've put down on the table, so I'm happy with everything. I wanted to talk a little bit about one or two more things that I added just to make the day a little bit more special. So to bring the butterfly theme to where I'm going to be putting my buffet, I've actually added this little arrangement here. I think these kinds of floral picks are really good because they have a really big impression. So I don't have too many in there, but because the butterflies are so big and colorful, they take up a lot of space. And so if you ever do see things like that out when you're shopping, you should definitely pick them up, because I think larger pieces like that have a bigger impression, so you don't need as many things to have like something really beautiful. So I think that looks really nice. It ties in the pink butterflies that are on my centerpiece here. I did tell you I had one more thing that was a little bit different and surprising, and I'm really excited about this. So I'm gonna bring it into frame so you can see it. I definitely think it's a bit of a showstopper. Here it is. I'm really in love with it. So this is actually a floor lamp. It's LED and it's very beautiful. It actually has these little hooks, so if you have the ability, you can actually hang this as well, just the butterfly part from your ceiling. Now, I know for a brunch at home, this might not be something you want to incorporate, but I will share that when I saw it, it really gave me a lot of inspiration for a lot of different things. Like, I thought it'd be nice for a baby shower, birthday party. And so because I host a lot, I felt like it would be a good investment. The other thing is it's actually a workable floor lamp. So if it fits your decor, it's definitely something you can put in a bedroom and it'll look really beautiful. So I'm actually planning to put this in my bedroom 365 and then pull it out when I'm hosting. So it's definitely gonna be a wow factor for the brunch. But yeah, it's definitely out there and it's definitely a lot of fun. So I don't know if you can tell how happy this makes me. Let me plug it in just so you can see how bright it is. You can see how much light it gives. You definitely don't need any more light in your space if you have this on. What I like most about it is I did have it on for a long time and it didn't get hot, so you don't have to worry about that. But I think it's beautiful, it's a lot of fun, and now that our table setting's all done, we've got our extra decor in place, it's time to talk about what we're going to be eating and drinking at this brunch. Before we talk about what we're going to eat, I think it's important to talk about what we're going to drink. Whenever I have people over to eat, I love having a signature drink. Now, these two are mocktails, but if you wanted, you could easily swap in something yourself. But I'll tell you what I made today. Both of these are really refreshing. They're sweet and definitely fruity. The first is a pink lemonade. I have strawberry, lemon slices, lemonade, and I've also mixed in some sparkling strawberry rhubarb drink. So I think it's really sweet and fruity. It's perfect for being refreshed. The second one is really fun. It's actually an iced tea. It's made with butterfly pea tea. This one isn't as sweet or fruity, but it's definitely delicious. I've sweetened it with some simple syrup, with blueberries and some mint, so I think it'll be refreshing even if it's not really fruity. But you can see it has like a really gorgeous purple color. I love the way that it looks. So I'm gonna pour myself a glass while I wait to show you how to set up your bagel buffet.
One of my favorite tips for hosting is using bar or buffet style food. This lets guests pick what they want and lets you do all the prep before they get there. That means you get to be fully present and really enjoy their company.
Now that you know why I think a buffet is so helpful when you're hosting, I wanted to talk to you about how you can make your own bagel buffet for your next brunch. When you're thinking about your buffet for brunch, you want to think through having breads, spreads, and a little bit of a treat. When I was deciding what bagels I wanted to pick, I was remembering that for brunch, people like both sweet and savory things, and so I made sure that my assortment of bagels were sweet and savory. So I have an everything, a cheese, a blueberry, and a plain, and I felt like that's a pretty good base for a lot of different mixes and matches for a sandwich. I have a couple of spreads, so I have some peanut butter and cream cheese, which is hitting that sweet and savory note. I also have some really nice jams. I was also thinking through, because a brunch also crosses over lunch, I wanted to add a couple of things that were more on the sandwich side of things. So I added some deli meat, some lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers. I have some olives and some pickled onions. So I think that will make a really nice sandwich for my guests. The other piece around the treats, I'm thinking through my really cute confetti cupcakes. I just added some little butterflies on top just to make them a bit more fun, but also tie in the butterfly theme of my brunch. And then just a really simple fruit salad. So when you're doing your next brunch, I want you to think of incorporating a bagel buffet. I promise you it's gonna make things a lot easier and your guests will have lots of fun making their own sandwiches. So give it a try and meet me in the next part of this video.
Adding an unexpected activity like these luminaries are a fun way to connect with friends and family. This easy gift gives each person a little gift to take home. All you need is some Mod Podge, a mason jar, a brush or a sponge, tweezers, dried pressed flowers, I got these at Amazon, and then some battery-powered fairy lights. Start with a thin layer of Mod Podge. This will be your base once you start adding your flowers. Once they're down and you like how they look, add another thin layer of Mod Podge to seal it. Make sure you work in small sections at a time and just have fun being creative. Don't worry about it being too perfect. Now that everything's sealed and dried, it's time to add your fairy lights. That's it, you're done. How pretty is this? When you turn the lights off, it really gives a lot of light. Really happy with how this turned out.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that quick tutorial on how to make these little luminaries. I think it turned out really good, super cute, and I'm excited for my friends to be able to make their own. It's really beautiful, especially when you turn the lights off. One of the things I like doing, especially when I have close friends or family over, is to do an activity like this. It's always nice to have dinner and talk over a meal, but it's also nice when you get to do something different and fun. It really does create more of a memory for everyone. The other thing I like about these is it's a little bit of a keepsake. So every time they look at it, they'll remember this time we spent together. But more importantly, they kind of become symbolic of the memory that there's people in our lives who love us. And so whether it's you create a luminary like this with your friends together, or you just have things around your home that remind you that no matter what is happening in your life, that there's always people who love and care for you. And I think that helps us experience more happiness and joy in our lives. So I walked you through how to put together this whole butterfly brunch. I hope you learned a few tips and tricks that'll help you the next time you have a brunch. And I hope more importantly that it inspired you to do something of your own and invite people over. Other than that, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you next week. And until then, I hope you have a week that's filled with lots of love and lots of happiness.